The twin flame journey is one of the most intense pathways a soul can choose in this physical incarnation. If you are someone who identifies as a twin flame, someone who is on this journey, then you know this firsthand. This twin flame experience will quite literally break you open, crack you open in ways that you most likely never imagined possible. It can take you to the depths of your most unconscious wounding, all the way to the heights of your greatest expansion and then back again. It can cause you to feel as though there is this energetic currents of magnetism running between yourself and this other physical human being who actually encapsulates your soul frequency, your identical resonance, and therefore to whom you feel an immense amount of pull. But then on the other side of this, when things become disjointed or are in dissonance within you, between the two of you energetically, the push effect can be equally strong, just like a powerful magnet that gets turned around the wrong side. You can repel one another with equal strength as you can attract each other. So what is this twin flame journey all about? I just saw the number 222 on the recording timer, a number of alignment, and also a number that can be considered directly related to the twin flame path for many of us as well. So this comes in response to a comment left by one of you beautiful souls tuning in here. And the comment was a question: why do twin flames exist? What is the purpose of this whole twin flame journey? And of course, no singular video could tell the whole story of the purpose of twin flame connection. You could probably write thousands of pages of books, novels, stories detailing why we meet as twin flames, what this journey is all about. And in fact, I know for a fact that many of you listening have been inspired to create as a result of your unique twin flame journey, to create these types of stories, artwork, music, whatever the case is, just to put into physical expression some aspect of what this journey is all about. But in this podcast, I do want to share just one perspective, one piece to the puzzle, so to speak, on my thoughts of the true purpose of twin flame journey, why twin flames connect in this physical lifetime. I would love for you to leave me a comment under the video. Let me know what you feel the purpose of your twin flame journey has all been about, if you are someone who identifies as a twin flame. And if you are on this twin flame journey, this can feel very isolating and lonely at times, because we are, as souls, strategically planted throughout the world, often in environments where we will be the only one or one of the only ones in our near environment, our family, our community, our peer group, that understands this journey for the purpose of acting as a beacon of unconditional love and light. But know that although you might feel alone as this beacon at times, you are never truly alone, spiritually speaking, energetically speaking. So if you would like more support along your personal journey, I do invite you to subscribe to this channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. So why do twin flames meet? Simply put, the purpose of twin flame meeting is expansion. That is what the purpose would be if we could sum it up in just one word. But to put it into greater detail, the purpose is soul awakening. The purpose is to pull you back to your heart space, quite literally, by the way, because as we talked about in one of my recent videos on how twin flames meet, merge, and unite, by the way, go and check out that video if you do want a more detailed perspective on what twin flames meeting, merging, and reuniting looks like from the perspective of energy, from the level of the chakras. But in this video, we're going to focus on this overarching purpose. So expansion, soul awakening. There are many, many vehicles for spiritual awakening in this world, in this universe. Twin flame path is not the only vehicle. It is just one potential vehicle for soul awakening, one that, if you are resonating with the concept of twin flames deeply in your heart and soul, this is most likely the vehicle your soul chose for awakening. Every twin flames path is highly unique. There are twin flames who have known each other since they were practically born, that were basically childhood best friends raised together. There are also twin flames who don't meet until very close to the end of their physical lifetime. And there are twin flames who actually are connecting through other dimensions or through the 5D. For example, a powerful, beautiful spiritual teacher, Cassidy Kane, is a twin flame teacher. And she connects with her divine masculine via the 5D. So he is not physically incarnated on this planet, and that is absolutely possible as well. Being a twin flame is about so much more than love or relationship, although very often we as twin flames use the vehicle of love, of romantic relationship, romantic interaction with our twin flame counterpart very often. Does help us to lean in more, to learn more about the frequency of true unconditional love, to train ourselves into carrying more of that unconditionally loving frequency in our being. So the overarching purpose of twin flame connection is to wake us up spiritually. Typically, twin flames are very, very old souls because, as I said, this isn't the only vehicle for spiritual awakening, but it is one of the most challenging. Because what it requires of us as a soul is to incarnate as a certain dominant polarity. So to embody either a dominant masculine or a dominant feminine polarity. This in itself is not to be underestimated. It is very challenging to come to planet Earth with a dominant polarity because we often experience natural effects of feeling unbalanced, feeling destabilized in certain ways. We tend to be very skilled when it comes to 3 specific chakra centers for the divine feminine. This is the crown, the third eye, and the throat chakra. For the masculine, this is the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. But on the other side of this, because we are so dominant in those areas, we tend to have major blocks or weaknesses in the other 3 chakra centers, opposite of the heart space. So again, incarnating as a dominant polarity is already very challenging as a twin flame. But then to have this soul's amnesia, which someone did ask in a comment, what is the purpose of soul amnesia? Why do we come here as physical human beings to experience life with a forgetting of who we are at the soul level. From one perspective, we do this because if we were to remember every single past life, all of the details of our eternal spiritual nature, this would distract us from this present physical moment. We come here to live in the present, to experience this singular physical lifetime. And if we were to fully consciously remember every aspect of our eternity, it would make it more challenging for us as a human being to focus on this singular physical lifetime and what we came here to do. So in part, we forget all of those other aspects of our eternity for the purpose of greater focus and therefore more rapid growth and development in this lifetime. But in addition to that, we come here forgetting who we are because through the very process of beginning to remember some of that eternal nature, it's somewhat like a spiritual exercise. Imagine going to the gym and working a certain muscle. You might ask yourself, why do I have to continue exercising that muscle again and again? Aren't I already strong enough? But through doing that exercise, it causes you to become stronger. Incarnating here on earth is similar. Yes, as old souls, as ancient spiritual beings, we have a kind of spiritual, eternal depth within us that represents having somewhat toned muscles in this kind of loose metaphoric example. But we still go to the gym, which in this metaphor is us coming to the training grounds of earth, forgetting all of that eternal nature of who we are. Because through doing the exercise of remembering, through beginning to remember more of those eternal aspects, more of who we really are in an environment of great density, in an environment of collective forgetting, there is immense potential for spiritual growth, expansion, and development that would not have been possible if we didn't go through the exercise of forgetting and then remembering. But when it comes to twin flames, what pulls us to the heart space, back to our hearts, is quite literally the presence of our twin flame opposite polarity. So twin flames are tethered through the heart space, through the heart chakra. And this tethering, although it happens energetically, is something we can sense consciously, emotionally, physically. In fact, if you are a twin flame, this is a pull that you felt within you your entire life. You felt it as you were connecting romantically in early dating experiences, as you went into relationships. You always felt the presence of this other soul to whom you were eternally connected at your heart space. And the result of this is, for the divine feminine, this pulls the energy down from your crown chakra, pulling it all the way to the heart. Again, the pulling effect being created by the divine masculine polarity pulling at your heart space. For the divine masculine, it works in the opposite direction. It starts at the root chakra, at the base of the spine. And the divine feminine pulls the masculine energy up from the roots through the sacral, through the solar plexus, and then to the heart. So twin flames quite literally meet at the heart space, meaning when that sensing and pulling effect has pulled the energy so that the energy of the masculine and feminine are now meeting at the heart chakra, there is a point of conscious remembrance of one another. Now, this might happen through a dream experience of meeting your twin consciously in a dream, an astral experience, a shared dream. This might be a meditative experience. For most, however, this does involve connecting with the physical being of your twin flame, either through social media, online, or through meeting them in some point of meeting in the physical world. And at that moment, there is almost this explosion of energy as you feel that energy of unconditional love now consciously, and it begins to expand and surround you, really lighting you up energetically. This is when the intense work begins, because that energy of unconditional love now must work its way through any blocks, limiting beliefs, barriers that really represent separation consciousness, which is so often why twin flames do choose to go through times of what we see as separation in the physical world. Even though these times can be so painful, the divine purpose of this is through these periods of separation, we are actually unlearning separation consciousness. We are learning that we are eternally connected to everyone and everything through the one mind. And we are learning this through sharing such a strong spiritual bond with another soul, to whom at times we may feel physically disconnected. We are realizing through that experience that there is no true separation. And this unlearning of separation consciousness is breaking down barriers. From one perspective, we are here as twin flames to clear judgments, to clear limiting beliefs, to clear those remnants of separation consciousness we hold within our being, for the purpose of returning to love, not love as society may have defined it in somewhat of a flawed or limited way, but true unconditional love. We are here as beacons of that unconditional love, which begins to light us up through the experience of connecting with this love through our twin flame journey. Now, this is very intense, the way in which this unconditional love works through our blocks, barriers, our remnants of separation mentality. So to assist you with this energy clearing process, I've created a twin flame 7-chakra clearing subliminal meditation. Subliminals are extremely powerful energy clearing, energy magnetizing tools, because unlike traditional spoken affirmations, subliminal affirmations work through the portal of your subconscious mind. And it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of your thoughts, actions, and therefore your outcomes, what you attract back into your reality, your experience. So this twin flame 7-chakra clearing works by deeply uprooting any forms of blockage, limiting beliefs, negative frequencies you might be holding in your energy body. And the result of this is a remagnetization of your energy field for unconditional love. The effects of this are so far-reaching. Not only does this open you up energetically to manifesting effortlessly more connection points in the physical, meaningful conversation, interaction, connection physically with your twin flame counterparts or with any other form of love relationship you are trying to attract into your life, but also magnetizing yourself with unconditional love makes you magnetic for all of your heart-centered goals, dreams, and desires in life as well. So this subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com. As you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence, happiness, anxiety relief, for love, relationships, material manifestations like money or business success, and so much more. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account on my website, you can try out this twin flame 7-chakra clearing or any of the more than 100 subliminals I've created. You can even create your own custom private playlists, and all of that information is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. But I want to close with one final kind of reframing thoughts of twin flame connection. And part of what makes this journey so incredibly complex is that we feel so pulled to this other physical being, if our twin flame is physically incarnated here, desiring to interact with them, to connect with them, to be with them in some sense in the physical world, whatever that quote unquote twin flame union might look like for you. But the purpose of this journey is not a physical connection, a physical relationship per se with our twin flame counterparts. It's actually the effects upon us, how we are affected by the journey of learning, of coming back to unconditional love through the energetic experience of having a twin flame, meeting them, connecting with them in whatever way we connect, going through these experiences. That is what is truly expanding us. So twin flame union is not the end goal of twin flame journey. It is simply a byproduct made available to us, meaning we of our own free will can choose to connect in the physical consistently with our twin flame counterparts, however we choose to connect with them. And whatever we define as a union state, that is made available to us once we have reached the point energetically where we have cleared and stabilized our energy enough, where we are leaving our hearts open, radiating that unconditionally loving frequency to the extent that we are capable of sustaining long-term physical consistent interactions with our twin flame in the physical. But again, the ironic aspect of this journey is, although that union or that desire to connect with our twin flame is often what pulls us back to the heart space, what expands us so radically, the actual purpose is not the union state, but the expansion itself. So I really hope this podcast helped you or guided you in some way along this journey. If you found anything here to resonate with you or be beneficial, I would love for you to leave me a comment under the video and let me know what connected with you personally. You can follow me on Instagram at @magnetizeyourself, where I post much more twin flame content, updates, and information. Otherwise, the link to the Twin Flame 7 Chakra Clearing Subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. For any of you feeling guided to explore that as a tool to utilize along your journey, I am wishing you the most beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.